Will you have lunch with me?
I've already made plans for lunch. I'm just going shopping with Becky.
Okay.
Did Mrs. Whittle talk to you about Ryan Connor?
Yes?
I think she's wrong about him.
It doesn't matter whether she's wrong or not. She's going after him. She's going to get him.
So Page gave the confession to Stryker, who gave it to the DA.
Well, why would anyone slip the confession under Page's door?
Well, I suppose because Page is your wife.
Why wasn't it taken directly to Stryker? After all, he is my attorney.
I can't answer that, Dennis. All I know is that it wasn't.
Elliot, Stryker just called. He and the DA went to see the judge, and Dennis's conviction has been set aside.
Oh, that's wonderful, Dennis.
You're a free man now, Dennis.
How do you feel, son?
It's sort of a lot to take in all at once.
Just take it easy and let it sink in very slowly.
Dad was just telling me about Joe Foster's confession.
I felt it was unfair to withhold the information any longer.
Oh, well, I understand that. You must be a very happy man, Dennis. And you should also know that there are a great many happy people for you. Well, now, I know I was supposed to have lunch with the two of you, but under the circumstances, I certainly understand if you prefer to have lunch all by yourselves.
On the contrary, this is a celebration, and we'd love to have you all.
I second that suggestion.
All right, I'm very pleased to accept.
Good.
It'll also give me a chance to talk to you about coming back to KVIK to work. Now, I have a few more calls to make, so when you're ready to leave, please just come by my office and get me.
All right. You all right?
Yeah, I will be once the room stops spinning.
You know, Vicky's right, Dennis. There are a great many people who'll be happy about your release. One of those people is Paige. Paige has been instrumental in helping you all along the way, whether you want to admit that or not. I think you owe her a great deal.
Maybe you're right, Dad. Yeah. Maybe I do owe Paige a great deal.
And you say you haven't seen Joe Foster since the night he showed up at your hotel suite looking for money.
That's right. That's right.
Did he say what he wanted with the money?
No, and since I turned him down, I didn't ask.
Why would he come to you for money?
Well, he used to work for me.
Are you in the habit of making loans to your employees?
No, but Foster used to do odd jobs for me.
What sort of odd jobs?
Well, errands, you know, that sort of thing. Look, why are you asking me all these questions?
Well, Joe Foster's confession was delivered by a friend of yours.
Yeah, I know all about that.
Well, that confession makes us think that Joe Foster is still somewhere here in Houston.
Well, it seems to me it would be the job of the Houston police, then, to follow through on that case, not New York.
Crime was committed in my jurisdiction, Mr. Parnell. I have to follow through.
Is this Joe Foster really all that important?
Well, we have reason to believe that the people he worked for are engaged in a major drug operation.
I'm told that can be a very lucrative business.
And a very dangerous one. And very dirty.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Oh, Paige. You're just in time to answer a few questions for the police.
Iris, we're going to the Jefferson farm. Why don't you come on along?
No, thank you, Grant.
Oh, come on. It'll do you some good.
I don't think so. Not today. Oh, I spoke with Justin Marshall. He's under the impression that Ryan and Alex had more than enough time to argue before Evan and I reached the room.
Oh, come on, Iris. Why don't you get off this vendetta with Ryan? He did not kill Alex.
You can't know that for sure.
Oh, yes, I do. Number one, he's not a killer. Number two, he's not a fortune hunter. Even if Alex had taken World Oil away from him, he would have practiced law and been very happy at it.
And very poor.
No, as I told you, he was an excellent attorney. He would have made a passable living in the beginning, and by the time he was established, he would have made a wonderful living.
He was certainly clever enough to make Alex's death look like another stroke.
Oh, Iris, there's no point in discussing this with you because you're completely irrational.
If you would stop protecting your nephew and examine the facts.
But there are no facts. There's not one shred of evidence that points to the fact that Alex died of anything other than natural causes. All you've got is a suspicion.
You're willing to settle for that?
What's the alternative?
The alternative is to see that Ryan Connor is held accountable for his actions.
Dad, we're going to be late.
We'll talk later.
Have a nice time. Yes, this is Mrs. Alex Wheeler. I'd like to speak to Detective Donovan.
You know, Ruby, I don't really think it's a good idea for you to move in here with me.
Why not? I think we'd make great roommates. Well, I'd be at the coop most nights, so you could have the apartment all to yourself on your nights off.
Well, Ruby,
You don't seem to be here very much during the day, either. I know I've knocked on your door a few times, and you always seem to be out.
Yeah, well, you see, I don't really think this place is big enough for two people.
Sure it is. I don't mind sleeping on the couch. Or maybe we could take turns.
Well, you see, I really like living by myself.
Have you ever had a roommate?
No, but
Then you should try it. We could have a lot of fun. We could take turns cooking. We could entertain people. Your brother Ricky, for example.
Well, Ricky really doesn't come by here very often, Ruby.
Well, then he could start. I think between the two of us, we should be able to talk him into it.
I'm gonna think about it, okay?
Sure. If you want to, we can go up by the pool and talk about it some more.
Oh, not now. Maybe later, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I should be out there for at least a couple hours in case you change your mind.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Joe, you can come out of the bathroom now. Well, you haven't changed your clothes yet?
Well, how could I? My clothes are in the bedroom. And I thought you were going to get rid of her fast.
Oh, yeah, well, Ruby is not the kind of person you get rid of fast.
So I heard.
Oh, Joe. What am I gonna do?
Do?
Ruby wants to be my roommate. She wants to move in here with me.
Well, just tell her you already got one.
Joe, she's serious about this.
Well, just tell her no.
Somehow, I don't think Ruby is gonna take no for an answer.